Downtown Raleigh continues to boom when it comes to arts and entertainment, and part of that is due to the vision that one woman had for a theater company that took to the stage over a quarter of a century ago. Hilary Russo takes us on a tour of the North Carolina Theater to find out what makes this company so special.
From the moment you enter through the doors, you can already feel the magic around you. It's in the air and certainly on the stage. Year after year, North Carolina Theater continues a tradition, entertaining Raleigh audiences with Broadway caliber musicals and a very special touch.
Some might call it the house that Jones built. Deanne Jones, that is, the founder of North Carolina Theater over 25 years ago. It's here at Raleigh's Memorial Auditorium where NCT calls home. With over 100 shows produced and 2,200 seats to fill each night, that's quite a standing ovation for one woman with a vision to create professional theater in the capital city.
In the early 80s, like a lot of downtowns in the country, Raleigh was searching for a way to inspire or motivate people to come back into the downtown area for entertainment, for anything. And I had been consulting with a professional touring company in Chapel Hill called Carolina Regional Theater. And they were on some hard times. So I came up with the idea that maybe we could solve two problems. Maybe help them find a permanent home and maybe help the city do something about bringing people back downtown.
And like Maria Von Trapp in The Sound of Music, Jones too had a confidence that she could make a difference. With a $75,000 loan and an office in the auditorium's coat closet, Jones was in business, but not without a little help from her friends.
So my good friend Terry Mann had just opened in Cats on Broadway. He was Rum Tum Tugger and had been on the cover of Time magazine. And so I called Terry in New York and I said, Terry, this is what I have done. If you could play any role there is to play, what role would you choose? And he thought for a minute, not very long, and he said, I'd want to be the king. And I said, the king? He said, I want to be King Arthur. I want to be the king in Camelot.
From the early days of the classics like Camelot to the more contemporary productions like Miss Saigon, thousands of talented people have joined the NCT family from near and far. But for Jones, creating professional theater was just part of the package. She saw a need for artistic children to have an outlet in Raleigh. Before long, young actors everywhere had a place to hone their skills. And from that, Kids on Broadway was born.
We built the theater on the back of the talent of the young people in this city. I mean, absolutely. And I think out of that evolved a way to train talented young people with the very best professionals, which I think is what has given North Carolina Theater, I call it specialness.
Broadway star and Raleigh native Lauren Kennedy knows that specialness firsthand, especially when she's able to return to Raleigh and perform at the theater that helped her grow.
My life would have been very different if I hadn't have had North Carolina Theater, and if I hadn't had somebody like Deanne Jones who thought she saw something special in me.
One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Not much between despair and ecstasy.
But Kennedy isn't alone. Many young actors who got their start at NCT have Broadway and national tours under their belt. Some say there's something in the water. Others say it's just a place they could trust.
I have, from a very young age, from 11 years old, been taught how to be in rehearsal, how to be prepared, how to act among other professionals, and it just really gives me that grounding stability that you learn when you're in college that I've had from a very young age.
Broadway actor Ray Walker has been the artistic director of NCT's Conservatory for the Performing Arts since it opened its doors in 2004. But his relationship with the company goes back 25 years when he was a young actor himself. For Walker, coming back to share his experiences with a new generation of talent is a gift.
It's one thing to start off with a big splash, but it's another thing to really keep these, especially in the arts these days, to keep a conservatory going, and successfully. We've been very successful.
Over a quarter century later, Jones's vision continues to come to fruition, and NCT's executive producer, Lisa Grayley Berry, has seen it firsthand.
We know that the downtown has experienced a tremendous growth. We have a new convention center, we have a new hotel, we have the opening of Fayetteville Street Mall, and so the anchor suddenly of this downtown is this wonderful performing arts center. So it is decidedly a crown jewel in the downtown.
What I think is so great about what she created here was doing professional theater with bringing people from New York, but also using the incredibly talented professional actors in this community to create shows that could rival whatever you could put up on a Broadway stage. You know, it's that kind of caliber of talent.
That's what I mean about being special. You don't really know what you've seen, but you've seen it. You know that it's something special. You know that it's something beyond.
If you want to catch one of NCT's shows, you're in luck. West Side Story takes the stage October 17th through the 25th at Raleigh's Memorial Auditorium at the Progress Energy Center for the Performing Arts. To reach their box office, call 919-831-6950. And to find out more about NCT, visit their website at nctheater.com.